Okay, are basic areas to be considered while opting for O-level commerce. Okay, O-level commerce is actually divided in the following topics. These are the following topics that we need to consider while doing O-level commerce: production, retail trade, consumer credit, consumer production, wholesale trade, documentation, international trade, advertising, transport, blah 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 blah, banking, trade finance. You can see that it's just a snapshot of all basic areas regarding finance. Is that ये बिल्कुल भी कैलकुलेटिव नहीं है, बिल्कुल इन अ वे वेरी कैलकुलेटिव नहीं है, बहुत रेयर सी बहुत हल्की फुल्की कैलकुलेशंस आती हैं. What we will be considering the production thing, we will be considering the type of productions. Business studies, those guys who had opted for the business studies, they would know that what is batch production, flow production. It's really easy area. Then we will be considering retail trade, consumer production, what are the laws regarding consumer production, how we will be considering to safeguard the consumer rights. Wholesale trade means जो corporate level के ऊपर trading होती है, जो organizational level, जो actually as a banker मैं करता हूँ, ठीक है. So we will be considering wholesale trade, documents of trade. This would include letter of credit or that what are their concept. We will marketing mix areas in this concern. Transport, the mode of transportation. Everyone knows what are the mode of transportation. How to transport goods through railway, through airplanes, through cargo, through ships. So we will be just considering those aspects in terms of the commerce, that how trade take place through these channels. Then what is insurance, what are the type of insurances, what are the basics regarding insurances, what are the basic documents that are required to go for insurance. Then we will be considering what is the role of banking in whole scenarios of commerce, how banking takes place, what is the role of bankers and the banking sector in order to make the trade and the commerce efficient. We will be considering these things. Then the business unit, and finally the finance related things, how we consider finance, what are the different areas we need to consider. So what is the impact of finances, what is the need of finances, how the working capital is generated, how the day-to-day need of any organization is completed. We will be considering all this in the syllabus. The paper structure. How many of you know paper structure priorly? You guys don't know. First of all, it is divided into two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is of 30% and it is of MCQs. This is quite critical in terms that, as you know, syllabus content is very low, so everything is examinable. When everything is examinable, then every topic and every MCQ makes a really great difference. So MCQs are usually of general nature. अगर किसी स्टूडेंट ने कॉमनली ओ लेवल्स अकाउंटिंग और बिजनेस स्टडीज पढ़ा हुआ है अच्छी तरह और कॉमर्स की हल्का फुल्की तैयारी की हुई, मेरा एक्सपीरियंस ये कहता है कि 70% ऑफ द एमसीक्यूज उसके वैसे ही सही हो जाते हैं. सो आपको सिर्फ यू हैव टू थिंक वेरी स्पेसिफिकली और यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस अ लॉट. इन टर्म्स अ लॉट मीन्स एटलीस्ट ऑल द पेपर्स ऑफ लास्ट 4 years. सो दिस इज क्रिटिकल. And again, other candidates answer 4 questions from the choice of 8. Look at over here. I guess इतने बड़ा ऑप्शन किसी भी सब्जेक्ट में नहीं होता. So you have a great deal to achieve. But those 4 questions should be attempted in a very, very, very brilliant manner because of the fact it is 70% of the whole paper. But those 4 questions are usually subdivided into 4 to 5 subparts. So it's really easy in terms to attain around 70 to 80% of the total marks. That's why I'm saying so far I found students achieving very good grades in commerce. Very rare I saw guys achieving C or D grades. So far in my experience, I just observed out of my students A static, A or B, A, B, that's it. So अगर बिल्कुल नहीं पढ़ा और आपको अकाउंटिंग और बिजनेस स्टडीज बिल्कुल नहीं आती, then there is a probability कि आपको थोड़ा मसला हो. लेकिन अगर आपने पढ़ा है, सही तरह से आपकी तैयारी भी है, that it is very rare कि आपको मसला हो इसके अंदर. ठीक है? अच्छा, then okay, folks, another thing to consider is that these questions will include, there will be stimulus response question containing numerical, textual and visual information and structured questions. You will be observing structured questions, जो normally आप लोगों ने पाकिस्तान स्टडीज इस्लामियात के अंदर structured wise questions दिए हैं, asset sort of questions. But there will be stimulus questions, mean certain conditions will be provided to you and you will need to make a decision in that aspect. For instance, a person needs source of finance. So what conditions you need to consider to deciding that you should go for a bank or you should go for a certain person for a loan or you should take XYZ decision in order to fulfill this finance loophole or finance related loophole or the financial requirement. So you need to consider in that scenario. Secondly, textual and visual information. There would be pictorials would be provided to you and it would be said that what does this pictorial mean and what sort of document is this. Is it a trade related document or is it a finance related document? They can ask these questions too from you guys. So from my side, these are the areas that will improve the quality of your grade, but it will not decide your grade. Means अगर आपने structured question बेकार किए और ये क्वेश्चन अच्छे कर लिए, so सिर्फ इन क्वेश्चन के बेसिस के ऊपर आपका ग्रेड अच्छा नहीं हो सकता. You cannot achieve a very good grade. But if you had attempted structured questions very well and then as an add-on, as a cherry to the cake, so this will be a major aspect in terms of quality of grade. मैं हमेशा कॉमर्स में कहता हूँ just think of A star, just go for A star. उसके अंदर आपके पास मतलब कोई रीजन नहीं है. यूजुअली 3 months तक अक्टूबर तक कोई खास पढ़ाई कोई कर नहीं रहा होता. अगस्त में स्कूल खुलेंगे. अभी आप लोग आए हो, means it is really good that you guys want to start in very early phase. अभी से पढ़ना स्टार्ट कर दोगे, by the end of September or first week of October इसका एग्जाम होता है. You guys have good 3 months to do all the things. But the point is that I will facilitate you guys, I will give you guidance, but you guys need to do reading a lot. आपको उस बुक को एटलीस्ट 2 दफा खत्म करना है. खुद जो मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ उसको 2 दफा खत्म करना है. अच्छा, then why to opt commerce? Simple is that very short course. It's the overall snapshot of all the areas of finance. And third, we can manage it with additional subjects. We can easily manage it with additional subjects. So this is just an introduction. We will be starting a regular 1 to 1.5 hour session from next week. What will be the date? Okay, anyway, from next Saturday there will be a regular class. So I would suggest be attentive and be punctual for it. And that's it. So any question? कुछ पूछना है? चलें जी, अय्याशी करें, जीने अपनी जिंदगी आपको.